If a 95-pound female could be advised to drink 14 beers per week, simple math dictated that 200-pound Snow should be putting away twice as much to achieve the benefit of good health that regular boozing provides. All told, Snow was in excellent shape. A muscular 6'3", he appeared a decade younger than his 44 years, but only with a hat over his thinning brown hair. With Monica's persuasion, Snow had attempted to train for 5 successive marathons since he'd met her, sustaining injuries each time his weekly longest run exceeded 14 miles, forcing him to forego the starting line of every race. He wasn't sure if it was his physical structure that was flawed and couldn't take the continual pounding on the roads, or possibly his lousy luck had carried over from poker into other aspects of his life. Monica's scowl, reflected in the wardrobe mirror as she left the bedroom, interrupted his thoughts. "What's wrong with you?" Snow asked, struggling to hide the irritation in his voice. "You coming down with something?" He knew it wasn't the onset of her period. In his quest to be an understanding and compassionate companion, Snow kept a detailed log of her monthly events. Without turning, Monica mumbled, "I'm okay. I just need a hot shower." Snow craned his neck back around toward his nightstand and glanced at the alarm clock. It was 8:15 Saturday morning. "You working today?" he asked. She slowly turned in the bathroom doorway and squinted at him as though the sight of him gave her a headache. "When was the last time I didn't work on a Saturday?" "A couple months ago, I think." "I was sick then." "Well, aren't you sick now?" "I'm fine," she said. With that, she shut the bathroom door behind her. "You want to get some breakfast?" Snow called in to her. This was followed by the sound of the shower spray hitting the bottom of the tub. Snow crawled to the side of the bed, swung his legs out, and forced himself to his feet. He padded to the bathroom, opened the door, and stuck his head in. Monica sat naked on the commode, glaring up at him. "Do you mind?" she snapped. "I was wondering if you wanted to go out for breakfast." "I don't have time. My shift starts at 10. "We could hit the buffet at the Boulder Nugget," he suggested. "There shouldn't be much of a line this early." "That's because the food there is terrible." Snow shrugged. "I don't know. I think it's pretty good." "Well, you would. That's because we've never eaten anywhere that doesn't give out coupons," she said. "Your frame of reference is one level above dumpster diving." Snow eased the door shut without responding. Clearly, she was in a confrontational mood today. He knew from experience that defending himself would be a losing proposition. It would be better to let her empty her nest of insults without encouraging additions to the swarm. He crossed the room to the laundry hamper, picked up last night's clothes from the top of it, and dressed, then went downstairs to make coffee. As he filled the coffee carafe with water, the answering machine's flashing LED caught his eye from across the room. He set the half-filled carafe on the counter, crossed to the machine, and pressed the play button. He heard the familiar deep voice of one of his longtime poker buddies, the head of security at the Boulder Nugget, George Carver, getting straight to the point. "Jim, this is George. I've got some bad news. You're not going to believe this, but I just got a call from your old partner, Marcia Stevens. Adrian Pinkney is dead. She said he was found shot to death in his bedroom. That's all I know. She wouldn't tell me anything more. She wants me to bring my Glock down to Homicide and talk to them. I'm sure we're all suspects at this point. I'll call the rest of the guys and let them know. She'll probably be calling you sometime today. Call me back when you get this." Snow stared at the answering machine in disbelief for a moment, then picked up the handset to his cordless phone and punched in George Carver's number. The line was busy. He tried Carver's cell phone. Carver answered on the second ring. "Jim, I'm on the phone with Frank. I'll call you back as soon as I finish with him." "Okay," Snow said and disconnected the call. He set the handset back on the cradle. He stared at the phone for a few beats, then turned and walked back upstairs into the master bedroom. He crossed to the bathroom and opened the door.